This is Show versus Business with the official trailer for Invincible Season 4. Man, we got 4 seasons of this already. Apparently, it is invincible. It just keeps on coming and nobody can seem to knock it off. It's just doing its thing. It just doesn't stop. Theo, how you feeling about this, man?
Hey, we won't stop. What's that? Oh, can't talk about he that shall not be named. Um, Diddy. We can't stop now. Yeah, Invincible, man. I think after the first, I think I told you the first season, I went and read through the whole comic book series, the omnibus. So yeah, it gets deep, man. It's like this is a lot. But that if you've ever read any Mark Wade, I think that's the comic book creator of Invincible. No, I take that back. It's Kirkman. Kirkman goes deep. If you watch, read The Walking Dead or anything like that, he's gonna go deep into this stuff. So yeah, season 4. I'm assuming they probably got about 8 seasons in them, but I don't. Prime is different than Netflix. I think they're gonna let stuff ride. So I think they're gonna have the whole show because it's pretty popular and it's ultra violent, which they like too. So yeah. I mean, what about you? Are you an Invincible fan? Did you watch season 3 yet? Or
I think it's really interesting as far as like being a fan. I don't know if I can call myself like, oh my god, Invincible. I'm such a fan. I don't rock with it like that, but it's cool. It's cool. It's very cool. Um, I do like it. I think part of it for me is like, where's this going? And I was just kind of like, all right, stuff is happening, but for some reason, I'm not like there's story there. There's him versus his father. His father going around and maybe having a whole redemption arc and what that looks like. But I don't know. It just seemed kind of like a battle of the champions kind of thing. Where it's like, and here's this guy, almost Dragon Ball Z-ish without being Dragon Ball Z.
yeah, that's pretty much what this is about, man. As someone who's read through comic books, it's like, yeah. But it's also kind of like a slice of life, like I don't know if you remember season 3, they just had this whole arc where he and was it Eve got together, and I thought it was kind of good. And they were teasing that for like 2 seasons, but they finally got them together, and it was I thought that was insightful, and so it does seem like, hey, this is life be life, man. But at the same time, you got to defend the earth against the Ventramites, so it's like it is what it is. So yeah, I kind of like that aspect, but it's all the hokiness of comic book lore with time travel and monsters and all kinds of stuff.
What's interesting? I don't see it as much in stories now, but I really liked when, back in the day you had He-Man and G.I. Joe Transform, and they were all serials and, well, individual episodic kind of things, but they had, along the way, they would put in these story elements that made you understand every character as you went along. Like, hey, today we're going to, this guy's hometown to battle it out, or hey, this time this guy's family's coming in and whatever. And there were all these little bits scattered in about all these other characters in the world. And for Invincible, for whatever reason, I felt we just didn't get enough of that made me care about it. So, so that's what I'm looking for going into this. We can go ahead and watch it, and then we'll come back with a lot more discussion about it. You got anything else to say?
Nah, let's do it.
All right, then. This is the Invincible Season 4 official trailer reaction. We're going to jump into it starting right now.
Mark, take a night off.
We don't get to take a night off. If I'd actually killed Angstrom the first time, so many people would still be alive. I'll do anything to stop that from happening again.
It's not who you are, Mark. But trauma like that
Blood
Mark
breaks people.
Things are changing, Mark, and not for the better. Oh, God.
We'll figure this out, okay?
There's no juice.
We need to show the world that even after everything that happened, the Guardians are still here, fighting to keep everyone safe
Come on!
from what might be coming our way.
I'm sorry, Mark.
Sorry,
We
son.
need your help.
How do you feel about war?
The Viltrumites will always
everybody.
be a threat to Earth. But each day,
we add more allies,
Oh,
they
yeah.
break their
Battle
hold
Beast.
on the galaxy. Together, we have a chance to end this war forever.
I can help. How much does this job pay?
No tricks this time.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
You'll have to trust me.
There will be loss. There will be sacrifice.
I'm sorry.
We must all face judgment for the evils of our past if we want any hope to change our future.
This is serious, Shapesmith.
This is fruit punch. Would you like some?
Is everyone ready?
Yes!
That guy. That guy.
We stick together. That's how we win this.
All right. All right. Oh. Daddy V.
Leave no one alive.
Older brother.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So that was the Invincible Season 4 official trailer from Prime Video. You go first this time.
I'm just looking at these comments, man. These guys are hilarious. So that's Thrag. He's the leader of the Viltrumites. So obviously he fought, other Viltrumites. He fought his dad and other Viltrumites. Then he fought, I forgot the other guy. What was War? I forgot the guy's name last year. What was his name? Latin season 3. What was the
I don't
main
remember.
Yeah, I'll look it up. Viltrumite. But anyway, now he's fighting the last boss potentially, right? Which is the leader. So he's the strongest, the biggest. He can kill whole planets by himself. So that's what they're teasing for. People say Thrag's barber working overtime.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, man. If you like Invincible, I liked it. I'm watching it. So yeah, I'm there for it, man. It's slice of life. You got Seth Rogen doing what Seth Rogen does, kind of lighten it up a little bit with his character. So yeah, Alan, the alien. You got looks like we're gonna get more Battle Beast. What's this? So
what's funny about the Battle Beast guy? He spawned, and at least in the art community, has spawned this underground. Like everybody has to draw that person. Like you remember when we were kids? It's like everybody had to draw Wolverine. There were kids who drew Spider-Man, but with the webbing and all the lines in the outfit, it was like, let's not draw him. And they ended up drawing Wolverine or Superman. But right now, everybody is drawing Battle Beast, and I was looking around like, man, all these.
I mean, it's a cool looking character, right? I mean, it's simple. Well, I put a hot take out there, man. People want simplicity in their entertainment, right? And I told you, that's why sports. I mean, yes, it's always been around, but that's why it's probably really reigning supreme in society right now because it's simple. Either you win or you lose in the game, and so people want simplicity. And so when you find characters that got a simple motivation, simple reason for being, you kind of gravitate to that because everybody else is complicated. And so Battle Beast, he just wants to be the best at battling. That's all. And he'll fight you to the death and he'll pop up again. So yeah, that's just his shtick. So he's out here doing his thing. So yeah, everybody loves that dude. And you saw he's in the group. The end is like the whole group. I guess all those guys are gonna go against the Viltrumite invasion. So yeah, I think that's what we're trying to get hyped for this season.
Yeah, so Image Comics has a whole series of Battle Beast.
Absolutely. We talked about this, right?
A little bit.
How not just Battle Beast, but just how some characters pop off all of a sudden. Like we just thought Darth Maul was one of them, right? Battle Beast is just like they have one little second, end of Phantom Menace or showing up fighting somebody in the comic book, and it just takes a place of its own. I mean, or Harley Quinn. Remember, she was just a little smaller character in Batman, the anime series. So it's just like in main IP, some character just blows up. That's just crazy to me how that happens sometimes.
Do any good characters ever pop off? These are like rogues and bad guys, right?
Good point. Well, what about Damien, Batman's son? He kind of popped off. What you think?
I wouldn't have counted him, but I could see where you're coming from. First thing I thought of was Han Solo, but that's like no. Then Lando Calrissian, but that never really became a thing. So I wouldn't call that popping off. I don't know why I'm thinking Star Wars right now.
This is a whole podcast, man. You know what characters popped off in IP that we.
If you can think of anybody, let us know in the comments. I want to hear this.
Yeah, I think that's kind of interesting to see what characters popped off uh, from. You're right that were good. Not just rogues and stuff. Oh yeah, of course he popped off. He was wilding out.
Yeah, I mean, well, not good like quality, but just popped off in terms of the public consciousness. Or we weren't saying good. I was saying bad in terms of like a villain.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, villains.
So anyway, so Battle Beast is one of those characters that, and I think he popped off in the comic books, and so they knew he was gonna probably pop off in the cartoon or the animated show, and sure enough, he did. So yeah, yeah, I'm hyped for it. But I could tell you this: it's after this main guy, it does somewhat get redundant. Let's just say that. After in the comic books, you're like, why are we doing this again? But I get it. It becomes Dragon Ball Z-ish to your point. That's why I can never get in Dragon Ball Z. I've got the seven Samey. Well, I got the eighth one. Well, I got the ninth one. It's just
say, dog, my hair turned blue. My hair turned yellow.
That's levels to the sun.
We touched fingers and became a new character.
Yeah. That's why I respect One Piece, man. I think, I know we're off way on tangents here, but to your point is like, so there's two ways you could just expand things, right? Originally, you just powered up, right? Just there's levels to this thing, there's God tier, well, there's super God tier, which becomes a little redundant. Or, what's that vertical, right? Or you can expand it horizontally with characters, and I think that's the take of One Piece, where they had this one little character sitting in a corner. Don't worry about him. 5 years later or 20 years later, you find out there's a whole backstory. He was the mastermind behind everything.
They got all kinds of. The cast runs deep in One Piece, and no, they do scale heavily upwards too. But so
okay, well, yeah, you're right. They do both. Wow,
yeah,
good point.
Because it goes wide pretty early on, but then they start having different little spikes here and there, and it goes.
Yeah, that's why it lasts for 20 years. So you got to expand it wide. Ooh, see, we come up with some good frameworks, don't we? In IP, you got to expand it wide with characters, and you have to level up with their elevation, experience levels, things like that. If you can do both, you can last a long time with IP.
I think with Invincible, I think we were just seeing a little too much Invincible. And with all the characters that are around Invincible, it's like, what's going on with all these guys? And
well, Eve, she leveled up a little bit. Omni-Man is kind of leveling up toward a different direction, from bad to good, I guess. They did killed off a recent character last year, Rex. They got rid of him. So anyway, so they're trying to evaluate things. But you're right. They do have a lot expansive cast, but it does seem like no one's like leveling up where it's interesting. Because I do find myself, and you know how because when you're watching the show and they start moving to other characters, you're like, oh, this is boring. Because they're not elevating, they're not evolving. And so you want to fast forward it. You say, oh, this is filler. It's so obvious.
Yeah, even with Dragon Ball Z, they had his son come up. Had relatives from other dimensions show up. You had all the main characters started to, and it was kind of like this little competition. Obviously, you have Goku at the top, but then there's like Vegeta, the androids. Everybody's kind of doing their thing. So, you know what? Back to the trailer though. I'm sitting here trying to figure out my grade. It's a B. I'm not sure what kind of B it is though. I almost want to as a trailer. No, I'm going to go ahead and give it a B minus as a trailer. I wasn't going to give it a B minus, but it just seems like almost everything in this trailer is something you would expect.
Yeah, I don't think yeah. So I would agree. I'm kind of giving it a C because if you like it, it's just more of the same. It didn't really elevate it per se. At least with Darth Maul, which we talked about previously, guys, go check out that video. uh we at least, there's some evolution and some, you can kind of see it's changing things. This doesn't seem like they were changing too much. They said things were changing, but but he's still fighting Viltrumites. Maybe his dad's coming back, but I want to see, like, last season did change a little bit. We saw a little, some evil versions, of Invincible, but this year I don't get that sense. So I don't know. So yeah, I agree. But it still does well for Amazon. They would have canceled it by now. So I think it's just, feeding to the crowd, just like The Boys.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Something about teasers now. Everything's a teaser. Well, no, this is an actual trailer. Never mind. There's a trailer, then a teaser, then a.
Well, his teasers are different. What they do is they set him in a little diner, and he talks to that character for a second, and that's their teaser for Invincible.
For
So it's
Invincible,
kinda
right?
Yeah.
So this is an actual trailer, and yeah, B minus. I don't
Okay.
need to. It did its job, but you're 4 seasons in, buddy.
Yeah, it's starting to wheel turn.
Yeah. But no, it's good stuff though. Good stuff though. Let us know, guys, what you think in the comments of the trailer. We have no idea what the actual thing is going to produce, how it's going to be. That's its own thing. But for the trailer, those are our grades. Let us know what you think about this trailer and speculation, even if you want to, on the actual content of it. We'll see.
Absolutely. So, all right, Mr. Benja. Look, guys, this is what we like to do. We talk about it all, guys. We get into the deep, deep, deep theory as we went all the way from Invincible to talking about One Piece. Hey, guys, this is what we do. So, if you like this kind of comments, and storytelling and thought provoking commentary, please like, subscribe, and comment at Show versus Business on X, Threads, YouTube, and Instagram. Listen to us at Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to podcasts, and visit us on our website, Show versus Business.
Peace.